Hello, this is Live Sustainably with me, Anastasia, and in today's video we're going to focus on cultivating the mindset of abundance. Hold on, what did she just say? Abundance? Yes, exactly. I know that so many of us are used to hearing completely opposite words when it comes to sustainable living. Restriction or scarcity, surely not abundance. Well, why don't we call it the day we broke our first stereotype about sustainable living? To better understand abundance, we're going to look at my favorite nature's rule for sustainable living. Thrive on diversity. Nature is compiled of ecosystems, and the more they evolve, the more diverse they become. Diversity, in return, pushes for more resources within the same ecosystem. Not less resources, more resources. This is because diverse species and plants require diverse nutrients to thrive on. And then something extraordinary happens in the world of nature. Each of these unique species and plants start playing to their own unique strengths, creating diverse nutrients and sharing them with everyone for everyone to be able to thrive. In other words, the more species and more ecosystems there are, the more resources, opportunities, and abundance appears. That's why biodiversity is so important. But we humans are part of biodiversity too. Furthermore, we all come from different countries with our own different background, different cultures, different mindset. We all have our goals and missions. We all have different roles to play and different purposes to serve. And believe it or not, but behind our every gain, there is someone else's gain too. And behind our every loss, someone is losing too. Because we are part of ecosystems too. We call them communities in our human world. Maybe you've done an amazing presentation and you did it all by yourself. It's your gain. But everyone around you is gaining too, your colleagues, your clients, your partners. Maybe you wrote a fabulous essay and got a really high mark. That's surely your gain. But your teacher is gaining too. Your parents have just gained lots of happy, proud feelings for you. Or maybe you decided to plant a little pretty bush outside of your house. That is your gain. But all the bugs and bees and birds around your house are gaining too. Even your neighbors that are passing by here and then and looking at your bush and admiring it are gaining as well. But maybe, hopefully not, you failed the exam. This is not only your loss, this is your teacher's loss too, because he or she didn't manage to inspire you a little bit more. Maybe you're just in a grumpy mood today. Oh my goodness, God help us, because it's everybody's loss. Bad moods are incredibly contagious. We often think that we don't matter. In fact, we matter a lot. We matter much more than we think we do. Now we see how deeply everything is interconnected in this world and how important we actually are. We are not no one. We're the critical component of our own ecosystem. But there has to be a little but in this ideal scenario. While nature is so good at building healthy ecosystems and playing to everyone's strengths, because it has a much higher level of self-awareness and every entity follows its own instincts, we humans are a little bit more complicated. We get distracted. We get distracted by comparing ourselves to others. We get distracted by creating goals that are not always universally easy to comply with. And even worse, we love to put up a lot of pressure and expectations on each other. And then we get really judgmental and disappointed when these expectations are not met. When it comes to sustainable living, some of the common expectations are: we all need to stop eating meat, we all need to start buying secondhand clothes, drive our cars less often, compost and recycle, grow our own vegetables in pots, reduce energy consumption, and many, many more. But can all of us follow all of these? I can't. And do we have to? I'm going to suggest something different. And by the way, just to be clear, all of these sustainable living examples that I just mentioned are incredibly important. I just don't always find them doable or essential in the extreme measures. So I'm going to suggest something different. I'm going to suggest to follow the rules of nature. Embrace our own unique strengths, our superpowers, and use them when we can make a real difference, consciously contributing to sustainable transformation. Because our biggest weapon in sustainable transformation is not in making everyone do the same thing. It's completely the opposite. It's our diversity, our different backgrounds, different cultures, different mindsets, our own unique strengths that unleash endless abundance of thinking, creativity, solutions, innovations, making all of us part of a healthy ecosystem. Consider this. Maybe you have a friend who is in pain, and today your superpower will be support. Maybe your superpower is memory, because you always have a reusable grocery bag with you and you never forget to use it. Maybe your superpower is in your location. You live in the countryside next to a farm where you can buy seasonal, local, organic veggies. Or maybe your superpower is going to be inspiration as you nurture your kids' love and respect towards nature. Maybe your superpower is as simple as walking. You will be surprised how many people cannot do 10,000 steps per day, and maybe this is exactly how much it takes to get to your office and back. And by the way, tomorrow you might be the one in pain, and your friend is going to come to your rescue with a delicious pie, and he or she is going to unveil her or his cooking and caring superpowers. You see, this interconnection of diverse strengths establishes natural balance between what we're taking and what we're giving in communities, fostering perpetual appetite for varied skills and solutions, all adding up to much bigger impact. Remember, in our first video we were talking about the meaning of sustainable living, taking only what we really need and leaving or giving the rest for someone else. Because in nature, diversity and unique strengths are the foundation, the installment of everything. Sustainable living of taking and giving is natural. So what are we waiting for? Don't be shy. Unveil your unique superpowers and think outside of the things you're being told to do. Embrace every day with an action that only you can perform in a way that's distinctly yours. This way, you will make it incredibly meaningful and moving. And this way, we can all help create abundance. A truly abundant life is a life full of purpose and meaning. An abundant life is one where we all know that every action that we take is to fulfill the ultimate goal, to find our place in this world. And this is only possible if we all play a specific role so that everyone can benefit from it. Everyone contributes, everyone partakes, constantly increasing the grand total. The mind of abundance is about using our own unique resources, our superpowers, to give and to leave something to someone else. In simple words, to share our internal goodness. There are no incapable humans or specific boxes that need to be ticked. Instead, there are good intentions and unique strength that need to be unveiled within each of us.